Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, has commissioned mobile scanners to facilitate trade and reduce cargo examination time in Nigerian ports. This project is part of the customs modernization agenda to ease business in the ports. Ifunaya Eze reports.
It is obvious that this is a landmark event, which is reinforced by the arrival of the Minister of Finance as well as the management team of the Nigeria Customs Service.
Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning.
A key reason for their gratification over the commissioning of the non-intrusive inspection scanner is that it will clearly improve cargo clearance processes.
The current process of physical examination of cargoes is time-consuming, is causing loss of revenue to businesses, even to terminal operators, but more especially also to government. And it cannot be compared with the scanning of cargoes that is carried out in minutes by scanners such as this one's, and having the capacity to detect prohibited imports that are concealed in cargoes.
As part of the reform strategy of our administration, we were compelled to adopt a technology as the linchpin for trade facilitation. By recognizing its strategic importance, we have chosen to embrace it in its entirety. Our modernization project seeks to automate all our processes and procedures, of which the inspection of imports and exports is fundamental.
A demonstration of how the scanner works shows that it takes less than a minute to assess a 40-foot container, assuaging port traders' concerns. Can scanning operations completely replace physical cargo examination? According to the Comptroller General of Customs, this can be determined only by total compliance.
If our SGD and the image is matched and no complaint, there will be no physical examination. But as long as we have non-compliance traders, importers, that will bring in goods that do not match the SDD or the bill of lading or the checklist, then there will be physical examination.
At least 150 new scanners will be installed across all airports, seaports and land borders, according to Customs Management. Ifunanya Eze, TVC News, Lagos.
Industry players in West African plastic packaging, printing and food processing sector want manufacturers in the region to take advantage of opportunities in emerging technology to make their products competitive in the global market. They made this known speaking at the 2022 POPAC West African Conference, which held in Lagos. According to Regional Director Afroset Montgomery, Mr. George Persin, business owners in the packaging, printing and food processing industry must gain knowledge on evolving customers and consumers' behavior, market trends, and take part in important discussions on subject matters affecting the manufacturing industry in order to remain relevant in the sector. He, however, noted that the event is aimed at providing the industries it serves with a platform to access and build their footprints in West African markets.
We're the organisers. We are here to provide a platform for service providers and equipment suppliers to meet with local manufacturing companies within the food and beverage industry, within the cosmetic industry, within the beauty industry, pharmaceutical manufacturing also. Essentially, they are bringing in the new technology, the cutting-edge technology that drives these manufacturers forward. And we provide a platform for those buyers to meet with those sellers.
Whichever product you pack, you need packaging. And once your packaging is not effective, you cannot have a repeat sale. In those days, 10, 20, 15 years ago, when you export any packaging product from Nigeria, the fault they will first of all fund will be the packaging. The story has changed. With this kind of exhibition around, with training of people who are becoming more professionals, we are now having so many young ones who are now interested.
That will give guidance in the area of packaging in terms of recommending the right packaging for products, for food, drugs, cosmetics, especially because there are food grade packaging materials for each of these products. You can't just use any kind of packaging material. There are standards that we give. So we give standards and recommend for the industry to use the right packaging materials that will protect the integrity of the product.
Well, to the markets now, where strong trading pattern moved across sectors of the stock market as big cap firms sustained gains. Let's join Effiong Ekop for detailed reports on markets.
3 days of steady price jumps have set the stock market on the path of price recovery, with huge gains recorded by high-cap stocks like Dangote Cement, Boa Cement, Access Corporation and Cadbury. Trade indices climbed higher heights. The market index hit 2.88% to stress the huge gains in many trade sectors. Some insurance companies also showed strength in the market as investors ran after the shares of Cornerstone Insurance and Prestige Assurance. 185 million units of shares worth nearly 2 billion naira were crossed in the various market subsectors. Effiong Ekop, TVC News, Lagos.
Asian shares market mostly rose today, but crude oil and the dollar slipped as rising COVID-19 cases in China raised fears of fresh lockdowns that could slow the reopening of the world's second largest economy. European equities look set to follow Asian high, with the pan-region Euro Stock 50 futures up 0.33%, German DAX up 0.27%, FTSE future up 0.16%. US stock futures, the S&P 500 E-mini slipped 0.07%. MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares outside Japan rose 0.4%. Australian shares were up 0.63%, led by mining and resources giants. Hong Kong Hang Seng Index was up 0.46% in early trade, and China's CSR 300 Index was down 0.2%. And crude oil prices were steady today as concerns about lower fuel demand from China's amid tightening COVID-19 curbs offset data showing a larger than expected U.S. crude draws last week. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude experiences an uptick of 0.21% to sell at $81.12 per barrel. Brent sells for $88.55 with an upsurge of 0.22%. Bonny Light sells for $87.65 with an upward price margin significantly 6.20%. And for the OPEC basket, crude dealers are offering $91.72 with an upward price review of 0.61%.